to sing these songs of freedom, 'cause all I ever had, redemption songs.
My name is Freddie Singleton. I'm a mentor here at the Edenwald Arches Mentoring Program, and I've had the pleasure of playing both games, Recharge and Keep It Real. I played Recharge about maybe in between 3 and 5 times. Tonight was the first time that I played Keep It Real. In my opinion, both games are great. I think they're both great connection pieces. You find out a lot about these young adults when certain questions are asked them, because it takes a lot to break down the walls that they have up. So, when they're in a relaxed setting, such as playing a game such as Recharge or Keep It Real, they're not so so guarded and defensive. So it's easier for them to answer questions that I may have asked maybe 3 or 4 times before that they would never answer. But in this setting, it's so easy for them to answer these questions. It makes it a whole lot easier for them to talk about things that are very discomforting to them. So, in my opinion, I think that it's a very great connection piece. I think the game is very valuable to what we do here. I think it's valuable to people in general. Also for individuals who come out of the system. Incarceration. A lot of individuals don't know how to interact with people. Like, it's hard for them to connect with individuals outside of their comfort zone. Most individuals that come from a place of incarceration, they're very aggressive. Most people are very aggressive, and it's hard for them to conversate or converse with individuals other than the type of conversation that they're used to. Because they're used to going back and forth, 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 without having anyone ever listen to them. So when you feel that you've never been listened to, you pretty much force your opinion on people. So with this game, it actually gives people a chance to be themselves, sit in a relaxed setting, and go back and forth. Actually listen to another person's aspect on whatever question is being asked, and it also gives them a chance to be heard. Most people never think that they're heard. So they constantly speak, but they actually feel that no one is listening to them. So I'm just talking to hear myself talk, but no one hears me. So when people start to feel like that, they shut down. That's pretty much a natural reaction. So I believe that this game helps, people on both sides of the fence, because for individuals who haven't been incarcerated and play this game with individuals who have been incarcerated, they get to see, what it is, what that side of the fence is like. How it feels to come from a place where, everything is pretty much, surrounded like it's hell, basically. And then coming to another environment where people pretty much have their free will to do and say whatever it is that they want. Because they just came from a place where they couldn't say and do whatever they want. They were told what to say, and they had to be guarded as far as what it is that they said. They couldn't just say anything that they wanted, because in that environment, anything you say can and will be used against you. So when you come from that type of place, and then you're back in the free world, and you're interacting with all different types of people, you pretty much have to change your whole outlook on everything, on how you view yourself, how you view people, how you view the world. Your whole attitude must change, and that game pretty much gives everybody a chance to see everyone's side. So people who haven't been incarcerated get to see the mindset of someone who has, and gets to understand what it is that they've been through and still going through today. Because just because they left that wall doesn't mean that they still don't have walls built around their own brain. They have the bars. Just because they're not in front of you physically doesn't mean that they're still not wrapped around your mind. So I believe that game is very, very impactful for everybody who chooses to play it the right way, the way that you taught us how to play it tonight, because you have to be honest. If you're not honest,
right, definitely,
pretty much defeats the purpose. But if you're honest and you actually sit down and you play the game the way it's supposed to be played, you'll learn a lot more about yourself than you probably ever known, and you learn a lot more about the people around you than you've ever known within the last 10 years. You might have known these people for 10, 20 years, and within 20 minutes find, about 20 new insights, or what it is that they've been through or thinking and so forth. So I honestly believe that game should be spread amongst individuals all over the world. It's very helpful, very helpful. As people, we all have a need to be heard.
Yes.
We all have a need to be heard. And if we're not heard, then we feel like our opinions aren't valued. And once we feel like our opinions aren't valued, then we feel like we're not valued.
And then that's where violence comes from.
Absolutely.
That's where it
Because you're
comes
going to
from.
express yourself in one way or another.
Wrong
You
way.
have to.
Have to.
There's no way around it. There's no way around it. You are going to express yourself. Now, you either have the opportunity to express yourself in a positive way or a negative way. But usually that comes on how someone is taking to what it is that you're giving them. So if you're giving someone a piece of you and it's never accepted, then someone is going to get a piece of you that you haven't even accepted. But you're going to give it to them. So,
That's deep.
life has many different turns and many different roles, many different signs, and it's all on how you're perceived and how you're accepted, because we all have that need too. We all have a need to be accepted. No one
We
wants
all
to
do.
be exactly. No one wants to be an outcast. No one wants to be pushed to the side. No one wants to be quote unquote the ugly duckling.
The toughest person in the world. I want to be alone. Trust
Absolutely,
me.
absolutely,
I
absolutely.
want to be alone. So
We all want
That's
to
just
fit
life.
in. Yeah, we all want to fit in somewhere.